Hi Capricorn, this is Just with your April 2017 council. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day. So Capricorn, um, I'm just gonna get straight into it because there's no other way to do it. This is the message that I'm picking up very strongly. For my ladies, guys, I get to you in a minute, or may ebb and flow with you guys. Just listen, just follow along as best you can. But I do see that there's a relationship that some of you guys have left behind. Someone even left you behind, or you left someone behind. You walked away from a long-standing relationship. Now, there's another person that some of you could be deciding to go on a trip with. You may be going on a trip with this person, or just talking to them is kind of putting you back into a place of calm and kind of helping restore you again, if that makes any sense. This person is a secret. They are a secret. Now, it could be a secret because this person is with somebody, okay? And some of you may have that callous way. Yes, I'm saying callous because when you've been hurt people. That is a true statement. And when you become hurt, for some people, so if this does not pertain to you, disregard it. But some people, because they are hurt, you get a sense of almost like numbness. And when you become numb and you numb yourself for your feelings, you numb yourself for other people's feelings as well. So if somebody is giving you something, okay, like let's just say alcohol as an example, because it's legal, they make you feel like it's okay, but it really isn't good for you at all. Like it's a poison in your system, right? But it helps relax you. So if you feel like, hey, I've had a long day at work, I just need to relax, fine. But if you do it every day, and it depends on the type of alcohol that you ingest without, let's just say, no food, right? So you're getting bombed every day. You're not drinking water, you're not eating any food. You're doing damage to your vital organs, right? But you're numb to that because all you're thinking about is, hey, I'm going through something. I just need to numb the pain. And so that's what I mean when I say callousness. When you've been hurt, you become so numb. You become despondent to the fact that you may even be engaging in something that may make a person hurt, but it makes you feel better. So you're disconnecting with the reality of the other person. Make sense? Okay. So some of you, yes, you're keeping a secret with somebody that's in a relationship, okay? And they may be telling you that, hey, this thing is not going right. We're going to bring a divorce. I'm moving out, whatever, okay? Now, you're getting restored, and you may be, in your mind, standing by your decision to do that, okay? I feel like that's a lesser amount of you. I feel like more of you're keeping it a secret because you are trying to sift through your own feelings. A lot of you, when you walked away from this relationship, you took a hit. Like the wind came out of your sails, for real. And your confidence got hit. Like you may have gotten older, because I do feel like this is a long-standing relationship. 8 years, 10 years, more than that sort of thing. Like a long relationship, 9 years. 3 kids later, and you've gained weight, and you've gotten older now. So now you're in a whole nother generational part of your life. I'm not laughing like it's funny. That's the reality of life. Once you get out of those 20s and get out of those mid 30s, it's like, oh wow, crap, I'm getting older, right? So a whole nother level of life could have passed you by through this happening in this relationship. And now that you're single again, your confidence level, like, I'm a little heavy. You're not as confident as you used to be. I do see that this person is restoring that through conversation, through maybe taking trips back and forth. This person could be at a distance from you, so they come in to see you from time to time, that sort of thing. And it's kind of building you back up. So you're getting built back up through this exchange. Now, I do see that this other person, like the person that you left or left you, they may be trying to come back. And we do have, I believe Mercury is in retrograde until May 3rd. Thank you for the person. I don't know if they're even going to listen to this video, but someone put in a comment section below, I believe under Virgo's video, giving me a heads up. So thank you. But what was I? Yeah. So the person may be coming back to you, to which you're going to pay them no mind. Okay. but because you're going to be so enamored and so into this thing you got going on with this other person. Okay. Not because of that, because, you know, you probably feel like you hurt me, you did me wrong, I'm not taking you back. Or on the flip side, some of you may have suitors, like other suitors, like people are interested in you, that sort of thing, but you can't even see the forest from the trees because you're so engrossed in this situation with this particular person. Others of you could have forgave the person that you left, walked away from, or broke up with, and slowly you guys are getting back into a better place. I feel like that's a very small percentage of you, but that is also a possibility. If that's the case, that's because you and that person have a very karmic relationship, a bond that is very hard to break, and it's almost like you know what you got, you don't know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? So it could be that there going on. Now, for some of you that's dealing with someone new, I'm still focusing on this other person type of thing. So if you have someone new that you're talking to, some of you may not even be aware because there's a secret. So that person could be keeping a secret that they are cheating. Okay, that they may have somebody, like, especially if you guys are at a distance, you may not know that there was somebody back where they live. Okay. And this could transcend countries. So if you're dealing with someone that is of a different background than you, and let's say you guys are in the United States, they live back in, let's just say, any other part of outside of the United States. They live in a different country, island, something like that. They may have someone back home somewhere, you know, or they can come here on business, or they just come to visit, but they live back home and they have someone. So there could be an element of deceit coming from that person. So just be very careful, because usually how it works is when your energy, when you haven't sifted through all of your pain and your hurt and your energy, and you're dealing off of just trying to numb and trying to get through, new people that come into your life, you usually will echo in some way that other person. Usually you can spot it, bam, or other times they come in a little bit more persuasive and a little bit more under the radar. But if you pay attention, you usually can pick up on those same scenarios and same characteristics that you've dealt with in the past. Okay, so just be careful with that. Now, for those of you that are reconciling with your mate, it looks like your mate may be doing some things that are a bit deceptive. Okay, because you may be not able, like, they're able to get away with the things that they're doing because you know, either you're in school and you work, you know, you with the kids, and like your life is busy. There's some element about your life that doesn't allow you, and I'm talking to the ladies here, doesn't allow you to take the time to figure it out. Or you're just like, I don't have time to try to figure this out. Like, I have so many other things going on in my life than to be worrying about what he's doing. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe he could be doing something, but I don't know. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of that. I'm getting a lot of deception and not being able necessarily to get over the past hurt and, you know, betrayal of something, is what I'm kind of sensing here for some of you. Now, what is to come? I usually say mid-May, but I'm sorry. So I guess it probably would be mid-May for you guys. So let's just go with that. So mid-May, I do see that there's going to be like a change of energy. For my Cap ladies, you guys, your energy is going to be all over the place. You guys going to be emotional, but then you're working really hard. So you have your money, you're secure. There's some insecurities on the personal side, like how you look, how you feel about yourself, that you may not be telling people, but or people might be able to see that, you know, you've taken a hit from whatever you're no longer doing, business, company, love. But by mid-May, I do see that you're taking on a different energy. Some good things are going to start happening for you guys. And it's like, okay, you're going to get confidence. If you so here's the thing. If you guys have been dealing with this guy and he's been doing it for you because he's very charming, he's very like emotionally available, you know, he's all things probably that you wasn't getting from the other person. Okay. And that has restored you to an extent. And as that, because your energy is feeling all good, like you're making more money or you're feeling very stable about your life, there's just a stability there that is unmatched, right? Well, by the time we get to mid-May, I see that like that surge literally, like letting go of that baggage of whatever that was, even though you went through the process of like, damn, that was hard to let go of that situation, or I knew it was the best thing for me to do, which was to let go of it, but you know, it left me, look where it left me. But with Pluto being in your sign for so long, like you guys, no one can hold y'all down. Not at this time. Not when you have Pluto transiting you. So that being said, I feel whatever it was, it actually was a blessing for you. And by mid-May, you're going to see that it was a blessing, right? And so this new person that you're getting to know, if you find out any type of deceit, if you sense it, you realize it, anything, donezo with him, donezo. Whatever he was able to kind of get away with before, not happening anymore. That goes for you ladies who are in an existing relationship with your mate and you feeling like, you know, I just didn't have the ability at the time. Mid-May, there's something about, and I can't give you the specific details because the card doesn't lay out to be very more detailed than what I'm telling you, but there's going to be something goes on. And for everyone that can relate to this, it'll be different, clearly. It's general. It may not even happen to you at all. So there you go. But you're going to look at this person and you're going to see them for who they are. It even can be that person that you let go of circling back to you now that your life is great and grand. And they're going to try to, you know, come back with their tails in between their legs. Excuse me. But by that time, see, right now you guys are like the Queen of the Wands. You know, but you have the Nine of Pentacles, so you're emotional, you're getting fulfilled, yes, but then you have a level of independence, you're doing well for yourself. It's almost like you shed a weight has been lifted off of you, right? Then by we get to time in mid-May, I've gone through the different scenarios of how this all can play out, which part you'll stand in it. But if it's a new person, enabling deceitful, you'll know. Even if you don't get all the details, you're just gonna know. Because there's going to be something about it that you're not even going to tell them that you know. Okay. You're going to know. And even if the guy from the past, your past mate, even if you don't see his face, you're going to know. You're going to know they're suffering. You're going to know that they're going through it. And you're going to sit on your throne, because this is exactly what it looks like to me. And you're going to be unfazed. It's just going to be a matter of being unfazed. Like as time goes on, you guys are going to get more and more confident, more and more clear, more and more like this experience really took y'all through but on the other side of it has made you into a person that is like, wow. You'll probably have more respect for Scorpios, right? Because, you know, Scorpios have that like very quiet, still up energy of like they have no problem letting you go. They have no problem, not saying they have a problem letting you go, but they will. They have no problem pulling a wall up. They have no problem putting you through a 12-step obstacle course, and then just to find out there's even more obstacle courses. No, you just went through the first level of the first step of you know. So it's that type of energy, and you'll find that out, so don't worry about it. Now I do see that through this new you're going to be moving forward. Some of you are going to be moving by the time we get into like Cancer season. So end of June, July is what I'm saying, like some moving. Okay. Moving on, moving up, moving forward. Okay. I feel like some of you guys have waited long enough, and you may be saying that, you know what, I'm going to, like, you may see that, and here's the thing, it's like you're moving on, you've healed from the situation from your past, you've pretty much, some of you would have cut off this person that was being deceptive and deceitful, and it's not going to be difficult because you weren't as invested, you know what I mean? And then they may realize that they were invested, in fact, that they were the one that, you know, got caught up with you. Little did they know the tables are going to turn on them. And you're going to move on. Like, I got to go. I got things to do, you know. But you may be finding that in trying to get solidarity and peace, there's a lot of, like, you're going to get a lot. It's going to be a lot going on. A lot of people come your way. Life is going to get really busy. Even though you're going to take the slow down approach, it's going to be a lot coming at you. And that's going to create a level of conflict, okay? Now, it could just be a lot of suitors. A lot of suitors, and even though you got a lot of them, it's like you're going to sit back and wait. You're not going to, you're not jumping out the window at all, is what I'm saying here, okay? Because you now know, like, you've hit a different dimension, okay? You hit a different dimension, and so now you have the power. And so now they'll wait until you're ready, okay? But I do see that there may be this feeling of, and I'm still focusing on love, that sort of thing. Although you have a lot of suitors, you may be finding yourself, not necessarily finding anyone, like you're not seeing a diamond in the rough. There's no diamond in the rough. So you might just continue to move forward in life until that thing comes. Now, also, because that's how life happens, right? Also, this family thing. So you might have a family dynamic with the other person, the person that you walked away from, that sort of thing. That may make you feel stuck. That's the only thing. Now, that's the thing now, that family thing. And that's what I've been seeing. That's been your theme. Like everything else, we were seeing that Capricorns were leaving jobs left and right. I mean, some of you, obviously, it's not typical for Capricorns to just up and leave things. You guys really are like the Rock of Gibraltar, you, Aquarius, that sort of thing, Taurus. But we've been seeing a lot of this, just leaving, this thing's happening, bam, and it has a lot to do with Pluto, right? But I feel like the family aspect is just like making you guys feel like, wow, my kids, you maybe, you have kids, so then, they tug at your heartstrings. So you may be at a job that you don't like, that sort of thing, but you got to stay there because of your family. Now, it's trying to keep in focus with this. And it's hard, guys, when you have all these, you see so many things and so many things are coming to you. You want to get it out before you forget. But keeping with this love thing for you guys, it may be, again, with all of the suitors. Okay, fine. You're not going to, rush into that. But then, a family thing or someone that you have a family by, they may make you feel stuck. Trying to figure all of that out, and that's kind of where the story ends there. Now, for my men, looks like you could be kind of carrying on some type of secret, or you secretly want to leave. Some of you just want to secretly get out of there, get out of that relationship, get out of that whole dynamic. Like you want to leave, you want to go, you're over it, and you want to leave, but there may be some issues where it's like if you leave, then you may have a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife, that sort of thing, where you can't just up and leave as much as you would like to. And I do see that there may be someone else, okay? And what I was really feeling is that some of you may want to go back to your relationship, one that you walked away from, or she told you that it's over. Somebody broke up with someone, and now you kind of want to go back, or you want to leave from where you're at, because maybe the person, the mistress, the person that you was messing around with, things are not right with you and her, okay? And so then you may want to go back to your wife, go back to someone else, because it's like, okay, this woman, she could have lost her job, just things are not stable with her. There could be some issues with her. There could have been like some betrayal, and it could be even, I do see even STD type of thing going on. So, it could be something that you found out, but it's like jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Like, yeah, you were not happy with your home life, but then you messed around with an external person and got more than what you bargained for. Then now you kind of want to go back to be with the person that you feel like is really there for you, or you're meant to be with. But she's kind of enjoying her single life, okay? For some of you, she's enjoying her single life, right? And you may have tried to reach out to her over and over again, and it's not happening, because it's almost like her scenario is working for the scenario of the Capricorn ladies that I just spoke of. It's like she is becoming new again, and with you, she might have felt very controlled, or felt like, because sometimes you get with people and it's not that they're controlling you, but it's just the astrological aspects together can block a person's success. Like you can be with someone, yeah, you may love them, but you can't find a job for anything. It's like, I've always worked. Now all of a sudden I can't get a job now that I'm with you. So there could be something aspecting them that kind of made you with them, that made them feel heavy and held down. And now that you're not around, it's like, wow, my life is completely new. And so for them to even contemplate you coming back, it's like, no. And so that could be happening with Capricorn men as well. Like someone may want to come back to you and you're like, no, I'm in a better place now. I'm fine. You may be, being entertained with someone that you feel like is right aligned with you on an emotional level. Okay. And she does well for herself. So that's even better. And you may be saying that, no, now I'm going to be able to obtain all the things that I want in life. And, I feel much more stronger and more in control now that I'm with someone new. I don't want to go back there. But there's an element for my Capricorn men, excuse me, of wanting to leave what you have going on now and move back to what you had, or move forward into what you had, or something, possibly something new with someone, not ever wanting to return to what you did before, because again, it was bringing you down. I do see that you may have felt like that person, like that woman that I was telling you, that you kind of jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire. There was some deception around that. There's some deceit. So you could be dealing with some deception, Capricorn men. So women are being not as, or you could be lying to the woman. So some of you may be lying to that woman. Okay. Maybe you might be trying to make her believe that, hey, we're going to work this out. I'll be right back. Or, just give me a minute. I need to think about some things. But all the while you're making plans to get the heck out of there and move on. Because I definitely get this like needing to leave, or someone's doing that to you. They may be saying that, I just need a minute. Next, it's like, no, you may hear through the grapevine that, hey, they're trying to leave. Like, no, they're moving, that sort of thing. Now, midway through, I do see that some of you either are going to be mourning that feeling of not having that person in your life anymore. You're seeing them that they're doing really well for themselves, feeling like, or some of you like, how could she just up and leave? There's going to be an element of you feeling emotionally hurt by what you've done. You betrayed someone that you loved, and now you can't have them anymore. And all you want is for the two of you to just be together and be, one again. Others of you may have someone new and that there's a really great love connection there, but you're still trying to sift through these heartbreaking feelings of, your past and that sort of thing, or what someone did to you. And it's what you may consider the arrogance of that woman, right? Like she doesn't even care about your feelings, nor is she validating you in any kind of way. It's just, she doesn't care. And that may be prolonging, don't mean to laugh as if it's funny, but that may prolong your being able to kind of like let it go and move on to better things. Okay. Especially for those of you that feel like that was your soulmate, that was the person and you screwed up and now she doesn't want anything to do with you. It probably will take you a minute. It's going to take you a little while to kind of get over that. Now, I'm seeing for the men, okay, there may be, it may take you, some of you may take, after you're done healing, I'll say that. After you're done healing, you're going to try to move on, okay? But I do feel like deep down, you're going to still be waiting around to see, if you can possibly, and you may find yourself, some of you are going to do this. Some of you are going to say, I'm moving on. Because it doesn't matter how long I wait. It doesn't matter what I do. Like I send her flowers, I call her, whatever. It's only going to lead to arguments and frustration. Like she doesn't want me anymore, so I'm just going to leave. But you're still going to feel trapped by the fact that she could have been the one. What if? So that what if scenario, or a family. So even though you guys aren't together, you still have children, you still have a family. So there's something that you still feel like, wow, I've lost more than what. It wasn't just this, it's so many things, you know what I mean? And then you'll feel like really stuck because you can't have that family. Now, I'm sorry to not be able to tell you guys, oh, you're going to fall in love and it's going to be all these great things happening to you, but this is what I see. Okay. So there's just energies that you guys have to kind of sift through. And on another note, positively though, there can be someone that, again, for all of you guys, there could be someone in your life that you're doing really well with in a relationship. And then you may have an old relationship, one that husband, wife, ex, but you guys still have children. You may have assets. There may be something that's still linking you guys together. And you have to kind of like, you have something good going on, but you have to sift through all of this stuff, with another person that's trying to make you, trying to control you. They're lying and being deceptive, trying to get back at you in some kind of way. Although you have someone in your life that really is, they're balancing things out, right? Because they're bringing a sense of solace and calm to you where all of this craziness is going on in your life. Okay. So, it doesn't have to be that other person is being deceptive. It's just, you're keeping it quiet because maybe you're getting out of a relationship that if that person knew, boy, will it be hell. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Even more drama. So you're just keeping that under wraps is what I'm kind of saying here. So it's a lot going on for a lot of you in different areas. So you have to cherry pick what makes sense and what truly resonates, and don't try to fit a circle into a square. Now, as it relates to singles, because I know, some people are like, what about singles? What about singles? Usually, as this is a general reading, a lot of the couple stuff comes up. But if you are a single person, I really just feel like there's something going on in your life as well that you really have to and it could be work related, okay, that you're dealing with work stuff. And, you're not even able to entertain any suitors at this time because you're working so hard right now. But you're building a lot of capital. You're building a lot of capital, and you're going to build even more capital. You may meet someone, ladies, you may meet someone that's wounded. He's wounded. He's going through some things. Men, you may meet a lady, but you're wounded. And you guys have totally different energy. Ladies, single Capricorn ladies, for the man that comes into your life, and it could be sometime in May, it may be very obvious that he's going through something, He may have an emotional outburst, something, but you're going to realize that, okay, he's in a dark space and I'm not. And for my Capricorn men, she may pick up on the fact that, underneath all of this stealthness that, you're going through some things. There's some disappointments here. There's some heavy energy going on there. Okay. And some of you will meet someone, singles, that will see you through, will help you through it. Okay. In spite of, they'll help you through it. But everyone's situation is different, so you can't depend on a general reading to give you a personal forecast. So now business, for some of you, overall, as it relates to money, it looks like you guys are doing well. For those of you that obviously that's making money and producing income, it looks like you're doing well, or your mate is doing well. So if some of you had to leave a job and that sort of thing, you may not, or your mate left a job, that sort of thing, or you guys just recently moved and now it's like, okay, I found a job, but he hasn't yet, or vice versa. I'm saying that you have to get, like, some of you are a bit stubborn is what I'm saying, as far as like looking for work or getting back on your feet. I do see some stubbornness, like, what? I'm not going to work for that. I'm not going to take that pay, and that type of thing is what I'm kind of saying here. So just kind of humble yourself, because you never know what an opportunity can bring for some of you. So I do see that. And it could be, again, external to you. I'm seeing that, I'm seeing changes in the workplace. I'm seeing some of you, again, decided to move a distance to start something new, go someplace new. Other people might be questioning the sanity behind that. Like, why would you leave? Why are you leaving? But you're standing strong. Like, it's what I want to do, Some of you might be leaving, but then people are offering you incentives to stay, and you're like, no, I want to go. Okay. Some of you are going to take it because, it's a good offer. Even though I do see that there's some feeling lackluster about the work that you do, and feeling overworked for some of you. Your company may be going into another direction, but you guys won't know about it yet, which is going to change the structure and some aspects of the details and the type of work that you do. Now, I do see that there's going to be a great opportunity if you guys are looking to move on. I feel like there's going to be a really good opportunity around Leo season, I want to say, Taurus, so sometime in May for some of you. But you have to be very careful, okay? It's like you have to do your homework. Okay. Do your homework in Taurus season, but it looks really good for Leo season. It's a good time also in Taurus season to go to school, to learn a new trade, to get a class, something that's going to help aid you in whatever you're doing to bring more value to you. Okay. I do see that there's going to be some strife at the workplace down the line, probably in like again, this can go out months. Okay. But I do see that there's going to be some strife at the workplace. Some of you may be waiting around because there may be, trying to see here. Some of you could have spent some money on this trip that you're taking, or just may, because I see double messages of a trip. So you may spend a couple of dollars to take this trip, and then when you go back to work, it's like, okay, now you're going to be reconciling your money, and there's going to be a lot going on at the workplace. Like, so this vacation that you guys are planning to take, enjoy it, because you're going to be coming back into the, all of the mess when you get back. And I feel like there's going to be like, a lot of you want to leave, a lot of you want to move on to something else, but you kind of have to continue to do it. You feel stuck because you have a family that you have to support. Again, going back to those of you that's in this, your mate may be in a transitional phase and now working, that sort of thing. So you are the breadwinner, but there's an element of feeling a bit stuck. And it could have to do with staying in a job that you don't like. It could have a lot to do with being able to, venture out on your own to some extent. Even may relocate, period, and you can't do that. So there's some element in your life that you're going to feel a bit stuck in because, again, you have to think past just you. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys for April. And it's looking like going more into mid-May. But again, this can go out months. It just depends on you and how where the energies sit with you at this time. If you would like to share how this resonates with you, leave it in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, and welcome. And subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.